Hi, I'm Ed, and today I'm going to be showing some safety features I added to my Honda Pioneer. I wanted to add some high visibility capabilities, but I didn't want to have the pain of the big tail big tail antennas, especially with the pain of taking them out, putting them back in for loading and unloading. So I had a slightly different approach. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what that looks like. Okay, so on the top of our roof here, I added some checker pattern high reflective prism tape, and then what I did was I took some epoxy resin and just overcoated the top of it. Reason why is because I wanted to make sure that these things didn't fly off with some of the bad adhesive. And then from here I added a high visibility safety light onto the top. Now I do realize and understand that something could possibly hit that, so that is one risk with this. But I do want to go ahead and show what this specifically does. I'll put a link in the description below. But this is multiple LEDs that are inside here, and when you go ahead and set the mode by tapping on the wires within that. You can set the different modes either by flashing strobes, multiples, or you can actually make it spin. So it is extremely high visibility from a distance, and because of where it sits, you can see it from still low angles. And then just rig a simple switch from down below, so I can turn it on and off, and it doesn't protrude way up high. I don't have to keep taking it on and off. Makes it really easy to work with. All right, so I just rigged it to one of my auxiliary switches here. I have a separate video for how to interface with the stock auxiliary switches on the Deluxe and up. But rig this right here for my warning light, and we'll go ahead and show you what it looks like now that it's active. There you go. So I actually picked up my kids at a church event, and it lights up the whole building at night. But this is still very visible during the daytime. And so at the same time, when you have this reflective tape right along like this, sun also bounces off of this. So using what we have to be able to help improve the visibility of your rig without drawing a whole lot of power, and making it where it's a pain in the butt to be able to get into tight spaces. So the other reason why we also have the checker pattern is because in the event that we want to go ahead and try to lock on to the top of our vehicle while we're going ahead and traveling, we have something better to lock onto for the high contrast. So we'll go ahead and stitch that in here in the video. So the other reason why I opted for the light on the top of this is because I've seen a lot of other riders that puts the huge light bar across the front, and they ride with it on during the daytime to improve their visibility. The problem with that is, how many times have you been riding up on the trail and you get blinded by somebody else's bright light? By having this, I have the ability to be extremely visible, but I don't blind other riders, or if I go up against a regular road, I don't blind people on the roads either. So kind of a balance between the two, to where I'm visible and not blinding people. So you got to be cautious of that. So there are other options where you can still mount like an LED bar down up on the front, be able to do things, but try to be cautious if you are still considering on adding a big old light bar, because you don't want to be blinding people. So hopefully this is helpful. Again, this is a high visibility construction style flashing light strobe. Really easy to work with, rigged to the auxiliary switch on the Honda Pioneer. If this is helpful, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe buttons, and happy riding.